While building this page for myself, for my clients, I came put an idea to create a really short video on email subject lines because there's a lot of different ideas, and there's a lot of different things that people say. But email subject line is probably the most important thing in sending an emails to get it open. Like, subscribe. Let's begin. A lot of times I have clients that are trying to send a great campaign, best ever possible. They get the bulk email server like this, and they're trying to run it so that they get results from it right away. The first thing I tell them is that your data is really important. So if you have the data that's clean, you have to make sure that your content is on point. But what's going to determine if they're open or not is the subject line itself. So subject line is so important that when it takes about up to 3 seconds for people just to scan your subject line, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's how fast it is, and that's all you get. That's all you get to show them who you are, what you do. So the subject line itself needs to be very brief. It needs to be very short. It needs to be on the point. It needs to tell them who you are, why they should actually open your email. And that's why it's really important, the amount and the data that you have. The more information you have on your data, the more power you have, if that makes sense. So if you have their names, you have the company name, if you have whatever you have, make sure it's in the subject line. And here's why. Anytime you send an email, you want to make sure you address them by the first name, and there's going to be a lot higher open rates than if you just send hey. It doesn't make sense, but hey Joe, it's gonna have open from a Joe. So whoever receives the email, he might get it. So make sure it's short and to the point, because if it's short, then they're gonna take a look at it. If it's too long, it looks bad. Make sure you use personalized subject lines. Use their company name if you don't have the personal name. Use their contacts information. So if you have their friends, if you have their something else. So if you have let's say you have somebody, you're given a referral, use the other person's name as well. And again, keep it simple, keep it very simple. And if you're doing cold emailing, you want to offer value as soon as possible. You want to tell them what you're offering. You don't want to be like, you don't want to use the spam keywords as well. So subject line is very important, not to use the spam words or clickbait or anything like that. You got to open this right now, or things like that. It doesn't work anymore. They've been getting this every single day, so it does not work anymore. You want to create something that's value. You want to create a response from them, urgency, as they say, and make sure that they click on it. So whatever you are offering, make sure that you include that in the subject line as well. So hi Jack, I have a question about your website. If you're offering web design, and then you can tell them, look, I've found this on your website and I'd like to talk to you about it, see if we can fix it. You can say, hey, I'm hoping to help you, and hey Mike, I'm hoping to help you with, and then you can say SEO or whatever you offer. Hey, I just found you through, and then referral name if you have the names, or referral. But again, you should use their names. You should use their company name. Say, Jack, nice to meet you. I've seen your, and then business name online, and then you just put everything, the rest in the email. You don't want to use any, again, spam keywords. You can find those if you search for on Google. Just type email spam keywords, because there's a lot of them, and you don't want to use that, because it's going to go to spam or promotional tab, and nobody looks at that. So keep it short, keep it interested, keep it personalized as much as possible. Use the data to your power, to have more power over them as well, so that you can get them to open. Use their names and try to make it straight to the point, and then follow up with those that open. You can put RE as re, and then double dash, and then actually the columns, and then something like of the same subject line, so you can follow up the next time if they opened. So you wanna make sure that they receive, that they open, and you want to make sure that you follow up with those that did open. So that's some of the suggestions that I can offer you for the subject lines. Think about it, sit down and think about really in depth about the subject line. You can be really free here to think about what your clients think like them, because if you think like them, you want to make sure that you would open something yourself. If you wouldn't open it yourself, in most cases they're not going to open it either. So that's it for today. Like, subscribe, and ask any questions you may have. Thank you. Bye bye.